Hey guys, how you doing? It's Mike hanging out here from Camp Fright. Want to talk to you a little bit today about The Witch. Hopefully, I've given you enough ample time to go see the movie. If you haven't, I'm going to give you this only warning. There are a couple scenes I'm going to be talking about, and it may spoil it for you. So if you haven't seen it and you want to, get your ass off the couch, get out from in front of the computer, go see the movie. Go hang out with your friends. Go do something. Come back, talk about it. We'll talk about it. Be sweet. Anyways, so moving forward, I thought the movie was fantastic. There were so many things that they did right with this movie, and very little they did wrong. Historically accurate. I believe that they used documents from that period of time that talked about those kinds of things to help with the production of the movie. The score was spot on. It really helped set the tone. The way everything was shot, dark, creepy. I mean, it was it's just fantastic. It's been a long time since I've seen a movie like that. Something that really fucks with your head, and I really appreciate those kinds of movies because it's not just your average slasher, your average horror movie where it's just strictly blood, guts, jump scares, things of that nature. So, one of the scenes I want to talk about is the scene with the baby and the witch. We've all seen the trailer where the oldest daughter, Thomason, is playing peekaboo with the baby. One of the times she goes like this, baby's gone. We all know the witch took it, not wildlife. It's the witch. But what we didn't see is what happened to the baby. What happened to the baby really made my blood run cold a little bit, and I believe that's because I have children. Now, if you don't have children, you know what I'm talking about. I'm curious to know what you thought of that. Let me know, and I'd love to have a discussion about that. It shows the witch over top of the baby with a knife. Obviously, the witch is going to kill the baby in some kind of sacrificial thing. Doesn't show the actual killing of the baby. Cuts away, comes back, and the naked witch is now mashing something like Idaho potatoes for a good old Southern supper. After she is done mashing the remains of the child, she rubs it all over her body. This scene really fucked with me. It really did. Like I said, it's because I believe it's because I have kids. Either way, it's a fucked up situation. So, just the fact that they did that kind of pushed the envelope a little bit, and I appreciate that. I really do. We don't have a lot of that in horror films anymore. It's more just blood, guts, things like that. Honestly, when when I found out about this movie, I thought it was just going to be just a super satanic movie, and that shit's getting outplayed now. So I was excited, but it kind of dumbed it down a little bit. But once I got in, I started watching the movie, my whole demeanor changed. Another scene I'd like to talk about is a scene in the barn. Now, after the child is taken, the mother is distraught, and she's afraid that her unsaved child, has been damned to hell, which in that time makes sense. And after everything with their farm, it's going downhill. They kind of trying to find somebody to put the blame on. So Mercy, one of the twins, the daughter twin, tells the mother that Thomason told her that she is a witch. So they believed that Thomason was bringing evil into the house. The father ends up going nuts, locking the kids in the barn. Now, I'm not going to give you too many details on this one because this scene is so fantastic, and it's done right. I'm not going to give this one away. So, anyways, the scene in the barn was a turning point for the movie. I feel like the whole idea of this movie shows innocence turning evil and it not meaning to be done. But it was done, and it was done well. Moving forward, after the scene in the barn, we find out that the twins had been talking to a male goat, and the male goat responded. back in those days, that meant that that goat was an incarnation of Lucifer himself. So once Thomasin finds that out, and she asks the twins, and the twins just kind of are hush hush about it, then the scene in the barn kind of transpires, and we move forward. Thomasin then takes that idea of talking to Black Phillip, the male goat, and that's another scene. That's another thing I don't want to give away. Just it's Black Phillip plays a big part in this, and I thought historically, it was historically accurate, and it just really played well with everything that was done in the movie. I don't know. I really want to dive in and pick this movie apart, but since it's so new, I don't want to give a whole lot of spoilers away. So I'm trying to make this as cryptic as possible. The movie is slow going, and in times it's trying to pay attention, but not in an awful way. Just kind of like, man, I wish it would pick up a little bit, things of that nature. But the ending really ties everything together and makes it all worth it. And it was phenomenally done. I would see it again, and I'm sure I would find other things about the movie that I would like, maybe dislike. I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that I have to watch again, and I more than likely will. I'm curious to see what Trent thought of the movie. We haven't talked about it because he hasn't had a chance to see it yet. So hopefully we'll be able to post a video of our back and forth on it, because we differ so much in our views on horror. So keep an eye out for that. If you guys have seen the movie, or you really want to see the movie, but if you really want to see the movie, you probably shouldn't be watching this video because I gave a little bit away. Let us know what you thought. Comment down below. Send us an email. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter. I will leave all the links in the description down below. I hope you guys have a rad weekend. So I'll see you guys next time.